What's happening, guys? Hopefully my connection's good. I mean, where I am right now, the connection might not be the best. But here goes. Match reaction. Full time. Luton Town 3. Arsenal 4. Jesus. I mean, that was a wild game. But we've got some things to talk about. Match reaction, let's get it. Your bell.
Fatality.
Don DeMarco, because we grinded out that win. But let me just get onto the game itself before I talk about, the obvious, because we know what's still in the show. So it was a game. Initially, at the start of the season, I said, "Yeah, we're not going to win that game." It looks like it's going to be on a weeknight, and Arsenal like on a weeknight in the winter against small clubs. You know what I mean? I was looking at this game because I was looking at it like this is going to be a goofy ass game for us. And Luton will turn up, don't matter what form they're in, no, nothing like that. But then as it got closer to this game, I thought, beat them 5-2 then. And then I retracted it. I was like, nah. I'm going to go for a 1-0 win. It'll be like the Brentford game. They'll make it hard, but we'll end up nicking a goal. Never did I think Luton would score 3 goals against Arsenal. Right? Never did I think that. Not 3. You know what I mean? The 5-2 that I initially had in my head before I made the match preview wasn't that they'd go 2-0 up. It was a case of they might go 1-0 up or they might pull one back from when we're 2-1 ahead. But then we just peel across and then later on in the game, they might just get ahead or something like that and 5-2 kind of thing. We made hard work. Well, Luton, credit to Luton, right? Because these men weren't scared. Luton didn't go into this game thinking, it's Arsenal, blah, blah, blah. Nope. You know what I mean? They had energy for Spurs, they had energy for Liverpool, and they had energy for us. So I can't exactly call them a Stoke that just allow people to penetrate them at their ground. But when Arsenal come to town, no, that's when we must not lose. You know what I mean? I can't say that about Luton. So I'll give them credit. But this is about us. Why are we stinking it out against Luton Town? I don't care if it's a tough road to go. I don't care about that. This is Arsenal Football Club. You know what I mean? You go there and win, but you don't concede 3 goals. Jesus Christ. Now, Jesus, he played quite well in the game. He's the reason for a couple of the goals. You know what I mean? Jesus was looking a little bit more like his Champions League self. You know what I mean? I can't believe that's how I'm describing him now, because we know in the Champions League he's been killing it. But he looked more like that. He was the reason for the first goal. Putting pressure on the keeper putting the ball out, then he with a quick throw in, and then Saka with another assist again. Another assist for Saka. I mean, fun. I would go as far as saying if anybody is allowed to drop stinkers, it's Saka, because he actually delivers when he's dropping stinkers as well. Even though tonight he was actually pretty decent tonight. You know what I mean? I don't think we were at our best tonight. You know what I mean? I don't. There's few players that had a decent game. Kai Havertz actually had a decent game, and he actually got on the score sheet as well. But Martinelli, man like Big Gabs, puts us 1-0 up. You know. And when we went 1-0 up, I thought maybe we could slap them a little bit because I didn't expect us to go 1-0 up, when we did. I expected it to be a 0-0 game for like the majority of it kind of thing. I expected it to be like that, at least. You know what I mean? We go 1-0 up, and then they just kept applying pressure. Now, I saw the game, obviously I was watching the game, but I saw it as they were closing us down and everything like that. And I thought to myself, these men at this little ground, they're gonna get tired doing that to us because we're used to play like this. Like, you know what I mean? We played at Wembley not so long ago, fam. You know what I mean? Like, so trying to do the closing down thing and you're at a small ground and everything like that, and you're a small club and all this stuff, fam. We know that you're gonna get tired. You're not gonna keep that up. That ain't gonna be sustainable for you, man. And Luton proved it wasn't sustainable for them. But they held their own. I'll give them that. They held their own. Jesus puts us two. No, they equalize. Sorry, I'm getting on each goal. They equalize from their first corner kick, and David Raya was nowhere near it. You know what I mean? Like he looked like a midget in goal. But I'm going to get onto his height in a minute, right? But they got back into the game, and I thought, here we go. Arsenal struggling against a small club in the winter on an evening. Here we go. Here we go. And then, right on the stroke of half time, Gabriel Jesus gets us back in front. I mean, the cross from Ben White, the head of is open goal, really. Like Jesus couldn't miss, kind of thing. And game on, you know what I mean? We're back in front. And I knew deep down we ain't slaughtering these, man, like we should. We ain't slaughtering them. You know what I mean? We're not gonna go there and pepper them, man, like you think we should. Emirates, yeah, there, no. I actually predicted at half time, I said we'll keep stinking it out, but it'll be a 3-2 win for Arsenal. You know what I mean? Second half comes round and they equalise from yet another corner. And David Raya, I'm going to say he wasn't tall enough to get that. For the timing of his jump, he weren't tall enough for that. If he was 6'5", he could afford to jump a little bit too early. You know what I mean? A little bit. I said before, my concern of David Raya is he's 6 foot tall. For me, that's too small for a goalkeeper, especially at this top level. I think, in my personal opinion, right, and I said this before, we're going to get beaten. David Raya is going to concede goals where he's just not going to reach it. As funny as that sounds, because we know that, goalkeepers concede goals all the time that they just don't reach. But I mean that if we had a taller keeper, chances are they're getting their hands on it. I personally think if Ramsdale was in goal, we don't concede that goal at least. We at least don't concede that one. That's my personal opinion. I don't think Ramsdale concedes that goal. I think he gets that ball. And we know Ramsdale's made some howlers for us. As well as good saves, he's made some howlers. But I don't think he concedes that goal. Then Ross Barkley, the forgotten player, once at Everton, Chelsea, just turns into prime Zidane in this game and scores a goal that he should never have scored because the keeper should never have had that ball going underneath him. You know what I mean? It's debatable. Would Ramsdale have saved that? Probably. When Ramsdale's conceding some dodgy ass goals. But come on, you're telling me you can't get down? Fam, you are short for a goalkeeper, so you should be getting down anyway. Those 2 goals that Luton scored, right? Those 2 goals. Ramsdale, 100% guarantee saves one of them. right? There's this big hoo-ha of Ramsdale, he's not playing and all this stuff, right? And Raya's meant to be this upgrade. Tonight, I don't know what that was tonight. But conceding 3 goals against Luton. And we're supposed to be fighting for a league title. Supposed to be fighting for the Champions League. I hope we're fighting for the FA Cup, but I can see us throwing that away. You know what I mean? We'll probably beat Liverpool at Anfield and throw away the FA Cup at the Emirates Tomb. You know what I mean? Now, man like Kai Havertz. He actually equalises. Jesus, again, is the reason that happened, by the way. Jesus showed his strength and balance when that ball was coming down, for him to knock it through to Havertz, for him to then knock it into the goal for 3-3. Mate, what's this? What is this? 3 goals in 4 for Havertz now. So it's clear as day that Havertz is on form. You know what I mean? He's on form. You can see what Havertz wants to do now. You know what I mean? And this is all I ask. This is all I ask. Now, before I get onto the final goal, I might as well cover all the players that were on the pitch. Kiwior had a shit game, but he didn't cost us any goals. You know what I mean? He had a shit game, but he didn't cost us any of them goals. He was the reason that, you know what I mean? It wasn't. None of the goals was really a defensive error like that. It was just Raya. You know what I mean? It was just Raya basically being the goalkeeper that got Ramsdale benched. Or should I say, he was being what Ramsdale was that got him benched, let's just say. Gabriel and Saliba, business as usual. Ben White was all right, and then he made an assist in the game. I kind of felt that we were missing Tomiyasu in this game. I won't lie. I kind of felt like we were missing him. You know what I mean? I was looking at the game now thinking, and it's not because of Ben White or anything, but it's just that looking at the dynamic of how the game was going, I was kind of thinking to myself, I miss Tomiyasu. You know what I mean? Zinchenko came on in the game, and to be fair, Zinchenko, he was doing what he can. You know what I mean? He was doing his thing. You know what I mean? I don't recall him doing anything that effed anything up for us, or nearly effed up or whatever. But Zinchenko came on, and I actually felt comfortable with him coming on. You know what I mean? Like, going forward, you know what I mean? It's always comforting to watch him go forward. Obviously, when it comes to going back, that's when you get nervous. But overall in the game, you know what I mean? I was glad he was on the pitch. I ain't gonna lie, right? Let's get into the midfield. So we had Odegaard, Rice, and Havertz. I think Odegaard had a pretty decent game as well, and you could tell that Odegaard tried and he wanted to make something happen. You know what I mean? I don't think he had a poor game, but I think overall the players could have been better. Overall, they all could have been better. I've seen better than that from them. You know what I mean? Type of thing. Rice, not his bestest of games. Bestest, it's not a real word, but not the best of games for him. But he got the winner. Rice, baby. Fam, he is living up to his £105 million price tag. All we need now is a trophy at the end of it. And I'm telling you, if Arsenal win a trophy this season, right, you're gonna look at signings like Declan Rice, and you're gonna be like, this guy is the big reason. Because I said, I think in one of my previous videos, surely we haven't brought Rice in for him to be this impactful for us to not do anything. Surely not. Especially after last season, 8 points clear in that. Surely not. Surely not. You know what I mean? Rice is something else. The game against Wolves. Check out the vlog, by the way. It's on my channel. So I was there. But the game against Wolves, telling you, like, we've got ourselves a gem. You know what I mean? Like, people say £105 million is a lot of money, and it is a lot of money to spend on a player. But I'm sorry, but so far, he's living up to it. You know what I mean? He's living up to it. Kai Havertz, what, 3 games in 4, something like that. 4 in 5 in all competitions, if you include internationals or something. He's on form. Man like Martinelli, big gabs. Now he took some hits and knocks and everything like that here and there in the first half, and Luton fans were getting on his case and everything like that. But he ultimately got the goal to put us in front. The only thing about Martinelli is his output once he's coming down the wing and he's trying to cut in and do whatever. It's his output. He needs to work on that. That needs to improve. We instantly become far better if he works on that. You know what I mean? Because Saka's got the outputs. If he's not scoring, he's assisting. You know what I mean? And that's what you want from your wingers. If you ain't going to score, all right, assist. Jesus had a good. I'd say had a good game because he was the reason that we scored the goals that we were scoring in the game. You know what I mean? Jesus was on it. He didn't ghost. You know what I mean? And that's another thing. These are the kind of games where your best players tend to ghost, and they didn't. You know what I mean? They didn't. Saka. You know what I mean? Always on it. You know what I mean? Trossard came on again. Trossard tried to make something happen. You can tell when someone's come on to try and put in a shift. I mean, you can tell. Overall, I'm proud of the boys tonight, but we should never be conceding 3 goals against Luton. But 2 of the goals we conceded were disgusting. You know what I mean? I thought that we were past that now. That Raya's settled in more now. You know what I mean? But he still conceded goofy goals. You know what I mean? And if he's going to keep doing that, we might as well just bring Ramsdale back in goal. But as I said, those 2 disgusting goals we conceded, right, out of the 3, Ramsdale at least saves one of them, 100%. Whichever one, either one of them 2, he either doesn't let the ball go underneath him like that, right, or he catches the ball that's coming in. Raya didn't catch it because he jumped. He mistimed his jump and he's too short. You know what I mean? You're a 6-foot defender, and your typical centre backs are 6'2" plus. You know what I mean? Anyways, Don DeMarco all round. That includes for Arteta as well, right? Because end of the day, we all get on his case when things don't go well, right? But Arteta, he's got the boys doing the thing right now. So Arteta deserved the Don DeMarco for that. You know what I mean? Because don't get it twisted. I might want Arteta out this club because I don't think that he can take us over the line, right? But let's not get it twisted. This doesn't mean that I don't want him to do what we're asking. I want Arteta to blitz this. You know what I mean? I want Arteta to succeed. I want Arteta to put us doubters in the mud that don't believe that he can ultimately do it. Best believe that. Anyways, guys, that's it for this match reaction. I was gonna do a watch along for this, but then work kind of took things over. But I ended up pulling into a fuel station and watching the game on my tablet on Amazon Prime. But yeah, obviously Liverpool play tomorrow against Sheffield United. We know that's 3 points for Liverpool. I wish it would be 3 points for Sheffield United. And then Aston Villa play Man City tomorrow. That's not going to be an easy game. So yeah, I'll tune into one of those games. But yeah, anyways, 4-3 winners, Arsenal against Luton Town. And yeah, one more done to Marco. Like the video, share the video, comment, subscribe to the channel, follow all the socials. The links are in the description down below. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.